Good evening and welcome to the Newshour agenda. Madhav Gopal Krishnan. Viewers, it's the same story year after year. Once again, Delhi is enveloped in a thick layer of toxic smog. The quality of air in several areas of Delhi has remained in the severe to hazardous category once again today. With air quality worsening, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal chaired a high-level meeting attended by Environment Minister Gopal Rai and other senior Delhi ministers. In the wake of the air emergency, the Delhi government has announced a slew of measures to arrest the slide in air quality. The odd-even rule will be back in Delhi from November 13th to 20th. The ban imposed on BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel cars will continue. There's also a ban on construction activity of any kind. Additionally, the AAP government has ordered that classes in all schools except class 10 and 12 will be held online till November 10th.
जो चूंकि ये संभावना दिख रही है कि दिवाली के बाद प्रदूषण का स्तर बढ़ सकता है, उसको देखते हुए दिल्ली के अंदर दिवाली के अगले दिन 13 नवंबर से 20 नवंबर तक एक हफ्ते का जो है वो ऑड इवन फार्मूला जो है वो दिल्ली में जो है लागू किया जाएगा.
The decision to bring back odd-even rule hasn't gone down well with several people in Delhi, including businessmen who feel that their business could be hit because of this and that they are being made to pay the price for the government's failures.
We'll now speak to a few shopkeepers also who are present here. We'll try to understand how this will impact their business in a lot of ways.
और जिस तरह से करने ऑड इवन मतलब इससे कोई मतलब वो प्रदूषण पे कोई नियंत्रण होने वाला नहीं है. इससे कुछ मुझे लगता है तो क्योंकि दुकानदारों के लिए नुकसान मतलब वो है. कस्टमर कम आएंगे और काम ऐसे लोगों का काम धंधा है नहीं लोगों के पास, और जो थोड़ा बहुत है ऑड इवन से मतलब हो जाएगा नुकसान हो जाएगा लोगों का.
Seriousness of the situation can be gauged from the rising number of patients at Delhi hospitals, with almost every hospital reporting a surge in the number of patients with respiratory and other pollution-related illnesses. In fact, Delhi's RML hospital has opened a pollution OPD, believe it or not, to specifically take care of pollution-related cases coming into the hospital, such as the gravity of the situation.
There's a 30% jump in patients with respiratory illnesses and other problems, people with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, etc. So their respiratory problems flare up when the pollution rises.
The cases which are coming up nowadays, a lot of cases with breathing difficulty, chest pain, coughing, unexplained irritation of the eyes, nasal blockages, sneezing. These have increased a lot because not only because of the change in weather, which is turning cold now, but also because of the pollution levels. And approximately 15 to 20%, I can say, is the amount of or the number of patients which I am seeing every day, which have come up.
With no signs of any improvement in air quality, some of the residents are even considering leaving Delhi for a while.
He has cold and cough since 1.5 months, and it was not getting any better. And the same case is with me. I have sore throat since 1 week and it's not getting any better. This is all due to the pollution. So, it has a very bad impact in my life and in my kid's life. And we were even planning to leave Delhi for some time because, as doctor suggested, he would get better air somewhere else. We don't want to breathe this air, and especially after Diwali, I know the quality will get worse. So I don't want my child to be here.
And while citizens have been left reeling, the political blame game has already started. The AAP government in Delhi has blamed stubble burning in Haryana and UP for worsening air in the national capital, saying that farm fire from Punjab does not have as much impact in Delhi. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai also said that stubble fire incidents have come down in Punjab when compared to last year.
पंजाब में पराली पिछले साल से आधी जली है. केंद्र सरकार का आंकड़ा है, उन्होंने भी जारी किया. लेकिन पराली जल रही है. लेकिन उस पराली का पंजाब के पराली के धुएं का आज दिल्ली पे उतना असर नहीं है जितना हरियाणा उत्तर प्रदेश का है. क्यों? क्योंकि हवा की स्पीड ही नहीं है.
Now let's tell you what the facts are. Let's take a look at the number of stubble fire incidents in Punjab and Haryana to put things in perspective. This is as far as 2021 is concerned. In Punjab, it was 28,937. In Haryana, in that year, it was 3,997. This is the year 2021. We'll also take you through the year 2022. In Punjab, the total number of farm fires at that time was 29,400. In Haryana, 2,500. 730. Let's go to the next graphic, which will show you the total number of fires which have taken place this year. In Punjab, it's been 17,043. In Haryana, 1,514 is 2023. Let's take a look now at what is the total number of the farm fires that have taken place in just this month till the 5th or just this day, particularly the 5th of November is what we're looking at, and this is a very important date, and we'll bring to you why this is so important. In Punjab on that particular day of the 5th, 3,230 fires. In Haryana, it is 190. Why is this important? We'll tell you why. It's the Punjab Remote Sensing Agency's data, which is then given to the Punjab State Pollution Control Board. And what does this really prove? This also will give you details in terms of how this really makes a difference on ground, because some of those claims that have been made by Environment Minister of Delhi, Gopal Rai, that Punjab is not contributing to Delhi's pollution. Does it really bear out? Let's listen to environmentalist Vimlendu Jha, who fact-checked the Delhi government.
So if you look at, this is the NASA, thermal map in that sense, that looks at the nighttime sensor of the entire world. And in this, when we are actually reaching to Delhi, overall looking at the entire map of India, this is where the entire focus is. All the concentration of farm fires actually is in Punjab. Some bit of it is, of course, also in Lahore. This is the area which is the India-Pakistan border. Majority of the farm fires are actually here in Punjab. When the Delhi's environment minister said that there's been reduction in 50%. But reality is that no, there's been a delay in actual harvesting and sowing, and because of which, perhaps in the next 5-6 days, the real farm fires of Punjab and Haryana will be actually visible.
Environment Minister of Delhi government claims that there is no wind flow from the state of Punjab to the national capital. In fact, the wind is flowing from Uttar Pradesh and Haryana towards the national capital.
In fact, I wanted to show you the wind direction when the government of India or government of Delhi says that there's been no wind coming. All the websites that actually talk about the wind, the direction of the wind, and we're talking about today, Monday. Clearly, this is where the forest fires are actually taking place. This is Lahore, this is Gurdaspur, Ludhiana. This is the area where the concentration of farm fires actually here. The wind direction is northeastern in that sense, and this is Bathinda everywhere, and there is Hisar, Panipat, New Delhi. So if you see here, this is where the wind direction is coming.
And out of the 3,230 stubble burning incidents that were reported on Sunday, the Chief Minister's constituency, Sangrur, has reported the maximum number at 551. Let's look at the numbers that are coming out of Punjab. That's why we told you that number is very important. That's Amritsar at 56, Barnala at 189, Bathinda at 247, there's Fatehgarh Sahib at 89, and there is Faridkot at 163. Let's take you to the next set of numbers coming in from Punjab. Fazilka at 53, there is Firozpur at 299, Gurdaspur at 58, Hoshiarpur at 19, 155 is Jalandhar. The next graphic is also very important. It's at Kapurthala, which is at 119, Ludhiana 184, Mansa at 293, Moga 179, and Patiala at 168. But this particular graphic will shock you. Why is this shocking? This is because there is Malerkotla at 53, 177 is Taran, Muktsar at 133, but topping the charts in the entire state is the Chief Minister's own home district of Sangrur. And that's why we are asking the question as to whether, if this is the kind of affairs, state of affairs in the Chief Minister's own district, why is it, then it's perhaps no surprise then that the situation is so bad on ground in Punjab. Let's also take a quick look at some of the reactions coming in, because as far as Punjab is concerned, we've seen the BJP lash out at both the Kejriwal government over here in the national capital, as well as the Punjab government. The BJP as well as the Congress, in fact, hitting back at AAP, saying that they do nothing and only pass the buck.
देखिए, आम पार्टी का उदय ही झूठ बोलकर हुआ है। पहले पंजाब का बहाना कहा करते थे, और पंजाब में अब अपनी सरकार आ गई है तो कागजों पे बोलने का काम कर रहे हैं कि पराली यहाँ पे कम जल रही है। तो जल कहाँ पे रही है? जो आपने करोड़ों रुपया खर्च किया था पराली के केमिकल बनाने में, वो फ्रॉड था। और फिर आपने जो करा 40 लाख का और 4 करोड़ एडवर्टाइजमेंट पे खर्च किए। देश के संसाधनों का जिस प्रकार से दुरुपयोग कर रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है कि दिल्ली के साथ साथ पंजाब की जनता के साथ में जो धोखा हुआ है, उस धोखे को जनता को भुगतना पड़ रहा है।
I don't know the style of working of the Aam Aadmi Party government. They have proved to be the absolutely inefficient people. At the time of the flood also, it was found that the administration which was responsible for carrying out the mock trials of their floodgate checks, opening and shutting down mechanism. They had not checked it. They tried to create the sensation every year and come out with all this kind of the I would say, the very surprising decisions.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Distinguished across to our guest, joining us is RP Singh, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, Senior Editor of Swarajya. Also with us is Jaydhar Gupta, member of Right to Breathe. With us also is Zishan Haider, political analyst. Ravi Srivastava is a political analyst joining us, as is Huda Zariwala, political analyst. Ravi Srivastava, I don't know where to begin today because there are so many aspects to discuss. Notwithstanding the claim that is being made by Environment Minister of Delhi, Mr. Gopal Rai, that it is not pollution from Punjab, but it is pollution from neighbouring Haryana and UP that is affecting the citizens of Delhi. Nothing could be further from the truth, say environmentalists like Vimlendhu Jha and others, who say that the sheer volume of the pollution that is being generated through burning of stubble in Punjab is over, 100 times that of neighbouring states. And that's something that the government just does not seem to be keen to curb.
No, Madhav, I think what Mr. Gopal Rai meant was that the wind direction and the wind flow is very slow at the moment. It's almost stationary. And the distance from Delhi to Punjab is as high as 500 kilometers, while Haryana is the closest at around 100 kilometers. So what he meant was that whatever parali is burning in Haryana is making an effect in Delhi. But the fact is, it has been already established that parali is not the only reason for the pollution in Delhi. There have been, Gopal Rai only had said that is 31% is the local factors, but 69% factors are from the other parts of the NCR. When we use the word the Delhi pollution, we never talk about the Gurgaon pollution, the Faridabad pollution, the Noida pollution, the Ghaziabad pollution, and all those factors. We just absolve all other state governments.
The total number. I'll give you the statistic of the 5th of November. Ravi Srivastava, just 1 second. Let me just put this in context for our viewers. 5th November, these are the statistics. Farm fires in Haryana, 190. Punjab, 3,230, Ravi Srivastava. How can you even compare the two states? You're literally running away from the problem like some ostrich mentality. What justifies elected leaders from running away from their responsibility? When Captain Amrinder Singh was attacked by Kejriwal, then Punjab was relevant. Now it's not.
Captain Amrinder Singh today attacked the central government also. You are not mentioning that. He has asked the Prime Minister of India to take the action immediately. You have not mentioned that.
Sir, which is the party ruling in Punjab? Please tell me.
No. I know party ruling is AAP. There is no dispute about it.
So we should not ask questions of Aam Aadmi Party?
As far as Delhi is concerned, the pollution has reduced to the extent of 30% in last 8 or 9 years. This is as per the report.
Thank you so much, Ravi Srivastava. Are you in Delhi right now?
Yeah, it is.
Because we're at around 500 AQI. People are choking.
See,
the eyes are burning. People are willing to leave this city, as you just heard that concerned mother of a young child say. And you're saying it has reduced by 30%. We should be happy.
You are talking about the dates. You must have seen that the AQI, which was 468 3 days before, has now come down to 436. But that's not a consolation because this is a season. This time the pollution may go up further. That's why this GRAP4 has been implemented. That's why the odd even is being implemented.
But why do we only remember this at the last moment? Let me bring in other panelists. RP Singh, do you think that is acceptable? We've reduced it by 30%. But what can we do? We have to include this GRAP scheme because it may go up post Diwali. The government has made all efforts, it would seem. If one listens to Ravi Srivastava, he seems so confident that the Delhi government has got everything under control here.
Well, Madhav, before I start, I need to play a small audio of Mr. Kejriwal. Please, give me a second.
पंजाब हमारी सरकार है. पंजाब में पराली जल रही है. हम किसानों को दोष नहीं देते. किसान जिम्मेदार नहीं है. हम जिम्मेदार हैं. आज पंजाब में अगर पराली जलेगी, हम जिम्मेदार हैं. हम अपनी जिम्मेदारी को समझते हैं, अपनी जिम्मेदारी को मानते हैं. केवल एक चीज मांग रहे हैं जनता से. अभी 6 महीने हुए हैं. समस्या बहुत बड़ी है. कई सालों से चल रही है. 1 साल और दे दो.
This is last year he said 6 महीने हुए हैं, 1 साल और दे दो. 1 साल भी हो गया साहब. And then you just now showed all the data, I mean, which Mr. Ravi Srivastava or other panelists are not prepared to accept. And that categorically shows that Punjab is burning. Now, next thing, now the Gopal Rai is saying that it is Haryana and UP. Oh, next you can say it's Lahore. Why Haryana and UP? Lahore se chalkar aati hai sara धुआं, फिर Punjab bhi tang hota hai, फिर Delhi bhi tang hoti hai. I mean, you can say that because in your initial program you said that there is some parali burning in Lahore also. So problem is that they are not prepared to take this head on. They only do knee-jerk reaction and they don't have any program year long. Now let's talk about what are the things which were to be desired to be done by Delhi and what were desired by the centre to be done, because next question will be that what is centre doing? Eastern, western periphery, the roads were given by centre because truck should not come to the city. Because of that, truck doesn't come to the city. Also, this Dhola Kuan passage has been cleared by Mr. Nitin Gadkari ji. There is another passage which cleared from Pragati Brand to Noida by Gadkari ji. Not only that, buses have been provided by the centre. 900 buses, electric vehicle have been provided by centre. Sorry, 700 electric vehicle have been provided by the centre. Now, some 10 years back we needed some 11,000 buses. Today we need some 13,000 buses. How many buses did he have? Put together 7,000, out of which 3,000 feet is of city DTC and rest is the private players. Put together 7,000. We are still short of almost 50% of buses. Where is the last mile connectivity in the city? I'm saying, why only Parali? This is need to be taken care year long. Because year long, give me a second, year long AQI level is 200 plus, which is 4 times more than the desired. 50. If the AQI is 50, it's a health alarm worldwide. We run more than 200 year long.
Okay, let me bring in Zishan Haider on that. Zishan Haider, public transport है नहीं, ऊपर से आप odd even scheme भी लागू कर रहे हैं. और लोगों का कहना है, people believe that it is just not very effective because many a time it has been implemented. There are years where it has disastrously failed also. In fact, just last year, between 4th to 15th of November, the average AQI was still 362.
देखिए माधव जी, मैंने पहले भी कहा है कि पॉल्यूशन एक ऐसी गंभीर समस्या है जिस पर राजनीति बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए, और खास तौर से हमें ये बात कहता हूँ कि पॉलिटिकल वो चीजें होनी चाहिए जिसमें किसी की मतलब इतनी जबरदस्त तरीके से जान बता रहे हो रही प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं. ये नहीं कहूंगा पॉल्यूशन
problem with that audio there. I'll just try and fix that audio with Zishan Haider, but let me put that question across to Huda Zariwala. Huda Zariwala, already the odd even scheme has been, many would say, disastrous in terms of its, or at least it hasn't worked. Once again, we are going to resort to a scheme which hasn't worked. That's the best way forward we have after 4 to 5 years of Delhi being one of the world's most polluted cities. I mean, why can't we solve the problem where the root of the problem is, rather than doing these kind of cosmetic measures? Please unmute yourself and speak.
Sorry, am I audible now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good evening. Well, as sad as this is, obviously this is an air apocalypse, if I may so say. I mean, honestly, the root cause as of now, it cannot just be the stubble burning. I mean, the facts and figures say that. But also, let us not forget, it is not just about Delhi pollution. I mean, I'm quoting a data from 3 days back. I'm sure there's a recent data too, wherein Faridabad was the most polluted city with an AQI of 572. And then it was followed by Ghaziabad, which was 568, and then New Delhi, which was 552. This is a 3-day-old data. Noida was 523, Gurgaon was 502. I mean, and Rohtak came to number 6. Hisar was after that, and then Sirsa, and then came Bhiwadi and Sonipat. My point is this, that it is not just about Delhi. The neighboring states have an equal role to play in the air quality index, in the pollution that is reeling, that people
and
are
Punjab
suffering.
has no role to play. Punjab is not in the neighborhood, according to you.
Punjab is definitely there. I'm not saying it is not there.
Why has the AAP government there failed to curb the parali burning? It's a simple question, madam.
Well, what about the the BJP government in Haryana? What about it in?
I just read out the statistic. I don't know if you were hearing. On the 5th of November, the total farm fires in Haryana were 190. In Punjab, there were 3,230. There's a drastic difference. There's a reason this is a debate, and why this entire thing is an unmitigated disaster is because the state government's not been able to crack down on parali burning happening in Punjab.
The pollution in Delhi is not coming from Punjab side. I mean, we've heard the Environment Minister, Mr. Gopal Rai, say.
And we've also heard environmentalists who fact-checked him, madam.
there are, well, what about the Punjab and Gurgaon? What about the Faridabad pollution? What about pollution in Uttar Pradesh? Why does we need a common solution? Now blame game is
the problem is the whole year the government sleep. When the problem starts choking the citizens of Delhi is when the government wakes up and tries to do something, and by then it's too late. Year after year, it's been the same story. Let me take this across to Tushar Gupta. Why aren't Haryana and UP? Why aren't Haryana and UP cooperating? This is Haryana and UP's problem. Delhi is choking because of Haryana and UP. Please respond to Huda Zariwala.
Why doesn't the center take due cognizance of the matter? I mean, this is not this is an every year issue. Every year we are facing and dealing with air pollution.
Ma'am, I will ask the central government what it has done. But first and foremost, the state governments have a responsibility. I will go to the BJP spokesperson. But the state governments have disastrously failed. They haven't covered themselves in glory, unfortunately. Let me take this across to Tushar Gupta now. I want him to respond to the point you raised.
Why does it not speak? Does the central government not have enough authority and power? This is a hazardous situation.
I am flabbergasted by the
Transport
comments.
is, ma'am, a function of the state government in both the states.
Focus.
Yeah, let Tushar come in now.
But national health is a matter for all.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I would
Which
like
is why we wish the state governments had worked faster. But yes,
she's interrupting. Madhav, I would like not to be interrupted, please. You know, I'm flabbergasted by the sheer illiteracy displayed on this debate right now by few of the panelists. Ravi Srivastava says Haryana is 100 kilometers away from Delhi. In the morning, Priyanka Kakkar says Punjab is 500 kilometers away from Delhi. Sir, at 500 kilometers away from Delhi, you enter Lahore. You'll end up shooting Gadar 3 there. And what is Gopal Rai saying? अरे पंजाब की हवाओं से पोल्यूशन नहीं हो रहा, हरियाणा की हवाओं से पोल्यूशन हो रहा है. बनाने वाले ने हवाओं में फर्क नहीं किया. ये पता नहीं कौन आ गए हैं कल के कि आज हवाओं में फर्क करेंगे कि पंजाब की हवा प्रदूषित नहीं करती, हरियाणा की हवा प्रदूषित करती है.
मुद्दे की बात कर लीजिए सर.
आपसे मैं बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूं. आपसे मैं बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूं. मैं अपना ओपिनियन रख रहा हूं. माधव देखे टेक्निकलिटीज पे बात हो चुकी है. This is not the center's job to fix.
I'll come back to you.
This is the state. No, Madhav, we have to understand that the accountability for this problem does not lie with the center. This is a law and order issue now. There are acres and acres, thousands of acres of fields being burned in Punjab right now. This is a law and order issue. The buck stops with Bhagwant Mann, the Punjab Chief Minister, who has been virtually absent throughout this crisis. The buck stops with Arvind Kejriwal, the leader of Aam Aadmi Party, who before 2022 said, हमें पंजाब में सरकार बनाने दीजिए, एक साल में स्मॉग का प्रॉब्लम खत्म कर देंगे. ये कांग्रेस की सरकार हमारे साथ काम नहीं करती, भाजपा की सरकार हमारे साथ काम नहीं करती, शिरोमणि अकाली दल की सरकार हमारे साथ काम नहीं करती. अरे भाई, अब तो आपकी सरकार है, कुछ काम करिए. दिल्ली के आप लीडर है, आज आपने ऑड इवन लागू कर दिया. आप बसों की बात कर रहे हैं. माधव, they can procure 50,000 buses. They can. अरे मैम, हरियाणा में पोल्यूशन नहीं है. सैटेलाइट का डेटा उठा के देखिए. हरियाणा का सैटेलाइट डेटा उठा के देखिए. Madhav, at the end of the day, Arvind Kejriwal's government in Delhi can procure 50,000 buses. Okay. They can implement odd even as much as they want. But the smoke is being carried downwards towards Delhi by the farm fires in Punjab. And unless you do not put an end to those farm fires, nothing you do will absolutely curb the problem of smog.
Let me put this question across to Huda Zariwala. Huda Zariwala, you know, it's very nice to say that pollution is coming from Haryana, pollution is not coming from Punjab. You know what the statistics are? The same day where I said 190 fires are burnt in Haryana, and there's a heat map, there's NASA data, it's all out there in the public domain. Anybody can access it. It's not some exclusive information that I have. I'm sure all citizens of the country can and will be looking at it at the moment. But the point is, on just that same day, the total number of farm fires, according to Punjab's own data, the Punjab Remote Sensing Agency, is that there were 551 fires burning in the Chief Minister's own home district of Sangrur. And if that is the status of affairs in the Chief Minister's own home district, then I shudder to think why, or perhaps it's not even surprising why, the situation is so bad on ground. What do you have to say on that, Huda Zariwala?
Okay. Madhavji, tell me this. If this is a national emergency, we can consider it as one, right? Why does not the center take due cognizance of the matter, take the matter in its own hands, sit down all the chief ministers of Delhi, of the neighboring state,
Madam, why is it when Haryana and UP state governments have managed to bring down the total number of farm fires, why can Punjab not do that? Can you just explain that to us?
Haryana is dealing with pollution.
No, madam, it has reduced. It has drastically reduced. This is the point you are not understanding. The data doesn't bear out what you are saying, ma'am.
Please, okay. Please tell me this. If this is such a matter of national concern, why is the central government not imposing enough steps? Why does the central government not come in? This is not a matter for this year.
Okay.
It was last year, it was the year
Let me bring in Jaidhar. Let me bring in Jaidhar because I think we are just going around in circles. Jaidhar Gupta, would you like to respond to Huda Jariwala, who insists that the pollution is coming only from Haryana and UP?
You know, this is all becoming more smoke and more politics, and it seems to me that everybody's trying to hide behind the smoke. This is kind of becoming a comedy show now. Look, the facts are very, very clear. Punjab is absolutely on fire right now. If you look at the thermal maps on the NASA satellite images, it's just a red ball of fire. So there's no escaping that, as there's no going around that. And Haryana, by comparison, is negligible in terms of its farm fires. What I don't understand is that, you know, if this government, the Delhi government, this is the 8th pollution season, it's all seat of the pants. Their winter plan, which is absolutely garbage, has failed. The graded response action plan, which is the crisis plan, apparently, has completely failed. We're on day 5 of the crisis, and I haven't seen anything getting reversed. I don't even see any crisis measures. These sweeping of roads, mechanical sweeping and smog guns, this is all bullshit. This is, you know, this is not going to solve any problem.
I understand it's an emotive
Doing
issue,
odd even, this is not going to solve any problem.
What steps is the Haryana government or the Uttar Pradesh government telling?
Look, we shut down schools in Delhi for 3 days to show.
Let's not be stuck on one Haryana, UP. There are serious issues at hand over here. About 50% of the pollution comes from outside by all admissions. And therefore, Punjab's role and the data of NASA is there for all to see. Let's not go back to square one again and again. Jaidhar Gupta.
So just one question.
No, please, ma'am, you're not well prepared or well researched. You have no facts to back up your claims. I'm going to let Jaidhar come in now.
I have the facts. I have mentioned the top 10 cities which are polluted right now.
Our children are not going to school. I don't know what this government is doing. This is a crisis.
Ma'am. Please, you're insulting Delhiites who are choking right now with this kind of insensitive arguments on national television. Please be mindful of what you're saying.
Please,
Jaidhar Gupta.
What according to you, or what according to the esteemed panelists is the solution? Maybe Haryana.
Can we mute this person's mic, please?
Huda Jariwala, please. I'm going to lower your fader now because you're just not making sense on national television today. Jaidhar Gupta.
Look, we are downwind from Punjab, ma'am. That's the fact. We are downwind from Punjab, unfortunately. Until 4 days ago, all of Punjab's smoke was blowing into Lahore and Islamabad. And, you know, Pakistan was up in arms and they had their apocalypse. Now it's our turn because the winds have changed. I don't know why you can't understand the science and why you're still refuting it. A fact is a fact is a fact. It was always coming from Punjab. I mean, for the 8 years that AAP has been in government in Delhi, the smoke was always coming from Punjab, and it's still coming from Punjab. There's no doubt in that.
Ravi Srivastava.
And all the monitors of Haryana are also off the charts because Haryana is
how can a government of Delhi be in denial?
Our government is doing a two-pronged strategy. They are taking the crisis measures as well as they are doing the long-term measures as well. I hope you are aware, out of 7,000 buses, what my friend said just now, 1,000 are running on electric. Most of the industries, they are trying to put on CNG at the moment. The green cover has been increased substantially. Hey, come on, yaar, your turn is over. You allow me to speak now. So that all the long-term measures have been taken by the government. They are improving the green cover. They have closed the schools.
What about the smog tower? One second. What about the smog tower, sir? Were they long-term or short-term measures? Because they don't seem to be working this year. What happened there? And who takes responsibility for spending 18, 20 crores? What have you?
Every government does the best to mitigate the crisis. If it has not worked, it has not worked. There are many schemes which the central government has taken, putting the people
so odd even hasn't worked.
Scarcity.
Odd even hasn't worked. Smog towers haven't worked. Electric buses are not there in the national capital to the scale they should be.
What did the country achieve? Tell me now. What did the country achieve? What is he talking about?
No. Ravi Srivastava.
This is peak illiteracy by Ravi Srivastava.
Let me put the question across because the center's role keeps coming in. RP Singh, why has the center not been able to crack down since it's a national emergency? The questions coming in from the supporters of AAP on our panel here today are saying, why is the center not cracked down? RP Singh, I want RP Singh to respond to that.
Please don't name me.
Ravi, thank you so much. Let's understand what's happening in Delhi. Other than the parali from Punjab, which is there, which is there on the NASA map also. But let's talk about what's happening. Transport contributes to 18%, and biomass contributes to some 27%. What action have they taken on transport? I just mentioned Delhi needs some 15,000 buses. We have scarcely have 50% of that, and that too, out of which almost 50% is not working in city. So, what is the last mile connectivity in city? If you have to pick up a bus and you have to go from a place, what is that option for you as a transport? Right. Or you have to go to metro station, what is the option for you to go to metro station from your residence? Is there any centralized system where one can call up and go? No.
No, but shouldn't the centre also, sir, I know there was a meeting at the highest level of government that they did have some kind of coordination meeting as far as the states which are affected by pollution are concerned. But beyond that, why is the centre not able to intervene is the question that many are asking. Because this is becoming a national issue. This is the status of our national capital.
Let me answer that also. No, let me answer that. Who has provided the eastern and western corridor? Not a single truck come in Delhi. Because of Mr. Nitin Gadkari, we have eastern and western corridor. Exactly. Who has provided those two underground
diesel buses are coming. Diesel buses are coming from
there's a new one from Santiago. Is a central government which is doing. State has not done anything on that. What is the state role in that?
Government BS3 buses are coming to Delhi.
Okay, we have to leave it. The gentleman completely out of time on this debate because the fact is this. There are facts before us. There are governments that don't want to see the facts before us. Citizens, unfortunately, continue to choke because of the apathy of netas. It doesn't matter which political party or which neta we are specifically talking about. End of the day, this is the sad state of our national capital. We continue to be one of the world's most polluted cities. We claim to be a superpower or a Vishwaguru, but this is the status of our own cities that we cannot have a national capital, that we cannot provide safe and clean air for citizens to breathe. We'll just leave you with that thought, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining us.